Well, I have been off the Colorado Trail for 3 weeks now. When I hit the 4-week mark next weekend, I'll be ready to get back on the trail. I've been recovering as much as possible, spending time with family. I got to spend some time with my parents in Florida, which I really enjoyed. And now I am in Charleston cat sitting for my daughter, which is awesome. I love her cats. They're my grandbaby cats. And this is just such a beautiful place. And it's so nice to be able to have just a few days just by myself before I get on a plane back to Denver and start hiking again. It's absolutely gorgeous here. This is Pitt Street Park, and it's stunning in the morning. I know it may not always smell pretty, but I love low tide. It's so awesome just to be able to see the birds wading and crabs and all kinds of fun things. Just a beautiful place to take a little easy walk. And honestly, I have not been doing much at all, no hiking or anything, because I've still had the cough and I just want to make sure my body's really well rested. A kayaker there, and this would be a fun place to come paddleboard. There's a little spoonbill there amongst the other birds. They used to be really rare. I see them sometimes now at my parents' place in Tampa Bay. Walking back and I saw the spoonbill right there. It's not super pink. Their pinkness comes from what they eat. I guess he's not eating enough of the right stuff to be really pink. Looks like there's some oyster bed restoration going on here. If you can see these little lumps right there. And then the oyster beds as they're starting to take hold. So I've really enjoyed this little park, and I'm getting excited about my return to the Colorado Trail. When I head to Denver early this week, I will have 3 full days in the Denver area that I can acclimate. So my plan is to go to some higher elevations. Denver's at 5,000 feet and I'll start hiking around 10. So I'm gonna go to do some very easy hikes around the area, 8,000, 9,000 feet if I can, and then head back down to Denver to sleep. So they say hike high, sleep low to help acclimate, and that's my plan. And then the following weekend, Andy will take me back to Leadville to Turquoise Lake area, and that's where I'll hop back on the trail. All right, I'm back in Colorado. I made it here and I am acclimating for a couple days. I just flew into Denver last night, stayed with my boyfriend Andy, and while he's working, I am exploring some towns that are higher elevation than Denver. So Denver's about 5,000 feet. Today I'm in Estes Park, which is about 7,500, give or take a bit. And I'm gonna walk around the Estes Park Lake. It's a 3.75 mile loop. And taking it pretty easy because just for acclimating, you're not supposed to exercise too much. I'm just going to stroll with Forrest and we're going to have a good time and just poke around and explore. Forrest, what you doing? Let's go up. There is an elk right over there, another one. And I'm going to keep my distance because it does say that they can be aggressive during rutting season. All right, so we are hiking right along next to a golf course, which is right beside the lake. And there's all kinds of people using this area. Fly fishing in the creek, biking. Definitely not backcountry, but that's totally okay. It's nice to actually take some time and explore some of the towns around the area. And yeah, I'm gonna be in the woods long enough, enjoying the Colorado Trail, so I'm totally okay with seeing some in-town parks. Forrest and I have walked almost to the end of the lake. That's the dam there. And looking across at the other side, the trail is very exposed alongside the road there. So I'm actually just going to turn this into an out and back. It's a little bit more scenic and more shaded. Way down at the other end of the lake, a little ways from the lake, is a Stanley Motel, made famous in The Shining. All right, so after the lake stroll, we decided to check out the river walk, which goes right along the river next to the shopping area. And there's the river. It's really nice. There's a little Veterans Memorial when you first start, and lots of things to do along here, which is kind of cool. You can make some music. There are lots of little shops here. Kind Coffee has a nice seating area outside where you can grab a cup and just relax. Well, I'm on day 2 of acclimatizing. Day 1 went great, and today I'm headed up to Nederland. The official elevation is 82 and change, 82,000 feet. So, take that back. 8,200 feet, a little more accurately. Anyway, just got some coffee down the street for us, and I've taken a nice little walk just exploring town. Well, down at the end of the main street by the lake here, there's a nice little trail, so we are getting in a few steps and enjoying the morning sun. This is fun and colorful. You can come down here and make some music. So today is day 3 of my acclimatization process here in the Denver area. I started out going up to Estes Park, which is a little over 7,000 feet in elevation. Yesterday I was in Nederland, which I think is 82 and change. And tomorrow I'm going to be in the Breckenridge area, which is I think 8,900. I'll correct those numbers if I'm off. I'm going to take a 0 of sorts today. Instead of going off to hike with Forrest, I'm going to stay here at the house and go through all my food, make sure I've got enough. I think I'm probably going to carry a little bit more food instead of, I'll probably stop in Twin Lakes and go ahead and get something to eat, but I didn't want to have to resupply there since it's only like 2 days into my hike. And I'm gonna hopefully go on to Monarch Pass gift shop where I have a box waiting. And yeah, that's my plan. So I'm gonna be carrying like 6 days of food, maybe 7 days. I all seem to have more than I need, but I'm gonna make sure that that is all good and squared away, make sure my gear is all ready to go. And then tomorrow, Andy and I are gonna go up to Breckenridge and Dillon area, just hang out, spend an overnight at elevation, make sure that I'm feeling good. And I'm actually feeling really good compared to how I've been feeling, so I'm excited about that. And I'm super excited to be getting back on the trail on Sunday, just outside of Leadville. So that's my plan, and let's all hope it goes well and I can finish the last 300 and some miles of the trail that I have to do in 3 to 4 weeks tops. So I'm excited, I'm feeling good, and I am ready to hike.